And today we're going to be talking about something that is widely researched. We get questions about this all the time, and that is Tesla stock. You know, Tesla's kind of this company that has this really unique Elon Musk, smart guy. I think some people would rather his Twitter handle sort of take it away and everything else. But this stock is widely researched, and a lot of people want information on Tesla. So we're going to kind of unpack that today.
Well, he's a wild and crazy genius in many people's eyes, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, the guy, you watch his Joe Rogan interviews, and you're like, this guy doesn't really walk and talk like a traditional CEO. I think that's why a lot of people like him. He's like the non-politician out there, right? This guy just goes out there, he does whatever he wants to do, but he backs it up with what he's able to achieve through the different companies. And today, Tesla is what we're going to talk about. And again, widely debated, widely researched as to, is Tesla a good investment for someone to consider? Well, there's some theories out there that would say, yes, Tesla could be a good investment. And then maybe some that say, no, you may not want to. So just to kind of unpack Tesla, what makes Tesla Tesla? Who are they? What do they do outside of Elon Musk? Tesla does a few things, right? We all know the car that they create, right? The Tesla car, sexy, sleek. In my opinion, the Tesla car is nothing more than a glorified battery wrapped in a nice, sexy shell, right? That's what he's become known for, is he's the king of battery, king of electric, and that's what people kind of seek him for, right?
Yep. Well, I look at it a little differently, and I would say it's rare that you see a CEO smoking weed in an interview. So that's one thing that makes him unique, and everything else. He got in a little bit of trouble for that. And then, of course, there's been this back and forth with Twitter. Is he going to buy it? There's not many people that can, stroke a check for $44 billion, but he's worth like $250 billion or something like that. I think he's well ahead of his time.
I agree
cars,
with that.
My 16-year-old thinks he's getting a Tesla. He's not. But the bottom line is he's a really smart guy. I think one of the things he's done really, really well is he is going to have some additional competition in the EV space. Most of the American car companies, GM is out there saying they're going to be 100% electric by 2035. That's nuts. The grid is not going to support that, in my opinion. But you are having other car companies that are trying to catch up with him. A lot of things that people don't realize is that one of the things I think is really cool about him is not only is he smart, but he hires a lot of smart people around him. He's got a lot of ex-NASA engineers, for example, that help him develop things. One of the things I think that he's done really, really well is he's got a lot of runway and a lot of a head start, if you will, on the charging systems that are already out there. They're making a ton of money on other car companies having to hook up with his charging station. In fact, I've got a friend of mine who was pretty upset. He's got a Tesla. He was driving down the road, needed to charge, and he pulls into one of these charging stations, and there's somebody with a GM in the Tesla charging station. But you know what? They're paying a fee for that. And so I think he's kind of ahead of his time. A little unique. He's expanded. They now have factories in China. In fact, recently, record number of EV sales or cars produced in China. There was a slowdown over the summer. Stock kind of took a hit on that, but that was really COVID and some of the shutdowns in Shanghai. They've also expanded to Germany. So really, really expanding.
Well, expanding into other items too.
That's right.
It's not just a car company anymore. They've got the Tesla truck. They've been taking orders now for a long time. That hasn't come out yet, but it's on the docket, and that thing looks like nothing else that's ever hit the market.
It's crazy.
I mean, it is like futuristic as they come. So you have the truck. I think one that can make a lot of waves is the 18-wheeler. They're trying to put out an 18-wheeler, which could drastically reduce some of the costs we're seeing right now due to increased gas prices, right? Just the cost of supply and demand. And if you could have an electric truck that could go that far would be really good. And then also solar shingles. Solar shingles. They're being put on houses right now in California and some of the other states. If you haven't seen that, you can go to their website and look at all of these different items. So again, they're a battery company at heart, but they're expanding into other green energy type spaces, and which makes this a pretty attractive stock to consider for the right situation. And one of the other things that you mentioned, John, going green, going electric is expensive Costs a lot of money. So there is a lot of competition out there, but these guys better have deep pockets to be able to support the infrastructure, which again puts Tesla leaps and years ahead of anybody just getting into the space. So that's a little background just on the stock. Performance, right? How's the stock actually done? Well, they've done something pretty unique that I think has made the stock a little more attractive here just recently in the stock split that we saw.
Yeah, 3-for-1 split. That happened recently. That was voted on by the shareholders. Kind of the case in point, is to make it more attractive, more affordable for more retail investors. And so if you had the stock before the split, you still have the same amount of value. You just got more shares. I think that's a smart move going forward. And, you mentioned the things that they're working outside of the cars, the solar roofs, they're a little expensive. But if you're going to be in a home long term, the payoff on that, I think something like 4, 5, 6 years. And I think that they'll reduce cost on that, over time. And then when you add to that, of course, there's how many CEOs also have a SpaceX program. This guy's talking about going to space and everything else. And I think that details a lot of the NASA folks that are working with him. Had some concern around the Twitter deal. I think that still remains to be seen whether that's going to happen or not. But Tesla's really joined that sort of group of what's considered FANG stocks, or it's really a tech stock. It is an EV car company, but with all the advancements in these other things, it's really a tech stock.
Yeah, and so where is it going, and is it too late to buy in? Well, here's some performance numbers, right? Depending on when you're watching, the averages could be slightly different. But year to date, as we sit here, Tesla's up 40% in the year. The market is down about 15%. On the 1 year, it's up around 150%. 3 years, 1,800% increase. 5 years, over 2,500% increase. So the performance has been there. Is it going to continue to be there? Well, my theory would be, with everything that they have coming up, with the truck, with the 18-wheeler, solar, the advancements in the battery that they have, and the charging stations, Tesla has not reached its peak at this time. Yeah. And so there is a lot of growth potential to come. With what they've done with the stock split, John, that's now made this stock more affordable for every average investor. Before, it may have cost you $1,200 to buy one share of Tesla stock. Now you can pick it up for around $250, $300 per share, depending on when you're looking at it, which makes it way more attractive to the average investor that can accumulate more shares of this stock as we go. So that's our show here for today. I hope you enjoyed the information. Yep. For more information, you can go to retirementtalk.com. And for more episodes like this, subscribe to the YouTube channel.